Stop everything you're doing right now, babies. Because what just exploded in that Los Angeles courtroom is pure nuclear chaos. Andy Cohen is in full panic mode, and Dorit has just dropped the final evidence that could destroy him forever. In one heart-stopping moment, Dorit Kemsley walked into court like an ice-cold queen and unleashed a bombshell so devastating that the entire Bravo empire is now shaking to its core. The man who built Real Housewives is reportedly terrified, sweating, and scrambling behind the scenes as Dorit's legal team slammed down the ultimate piece of evidence, proof so damning it could end Andy Cohen's career and the entire franchise in a single day. Kyle Richards and Erika Jayne were already broken, but this is on another level. Insiders are whispering that this final evidence doesn't just expose betrayal, it proves a calculated, paid conspiracy straight from the very top. You're not ready for what's inside this evidence, babies. The leaked documents, the secret recordings, the money trail, everything is about to come crashing down. The question everyone is asking right now is terrifying. How much more does Dorit actually have? And is this really the end of Andy Cohen and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills as we know it? Stick around, because what I'm about to tell you next will leave you speechless. Trust me, this is only the beginning, and it's about to get way darker. Before we dive into how this decade-long betrayal exploded, insiders are revealing that what Dorit just dropped in court isn't just evidence. It's the smoking gun that proves everything was allegedly orchestrated from the very top of Bravo. Get ready, because the full toxic story behind Dorit, Kyle, Erika, and Andy Cohen is even darker than anyone imagined. For almost 10 long years, Dorit Kemsley, Kyle Richards, and Erika Jayne were the glittering queens of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. On camera, they were the ultimate sisterhood, hugging, laughing, defending each other at reunions, and jetting off on luxury trips while calling each other family in front of millions of fans. It all looked so perfect, so glamorous, so unbreakable. But behind the designer dresses, diamond earrings, and filtered Instagram posts, a poisonous rot had been growing quietly for years. Dorit came into the show as the stylish British newcomer trying to find her place in the cutthroat Beverly Hills world. Everything changed forever after her terrifying armed home invasion in 2021. That night left her deeply traumatized, scared for her life, and emotionally shattered. She needed her so-called sisters more than ever. Instead of support, she got silence. Kyle, busy dealing with her own crumbling marriage to Mauricio, slowly started pulling away. Erika, still bitter from her massive financial scandal, began making cruel comments behind Dorit's back, calling her poor me, attitude exhausting, and questioning her money problems. What started as small passive jabs turned into icy silence. Group chats went dead. Luxury vacations became tense battlegrounds filled with fake smiles. Then came the ultimate betrayal. While Dorit's $6.5 million Encino mansion was heading toward foreclosure during her messy divorce from PK, and tabloids were destroying her reputation, Kyle and Erika completely vanished when she needed them most. That abandonment didn't just hurt Dorit, it turned her ice cold. Insiders claim that's when she made a quiet but deadly decision. She started secretly recording hundreds of hours of private conversations, capturing every shady comment, every leaked story, and every plot to get her fired from the show. But what no one expected was how far those recordings would reach. Because those tapes didn't just expose Kyle and Erika's backstabbing, they eventually dragged in the most powerful man in reality television, Andy Cohen himself. According to multiple sources, Andy had been quietly pulling strings from the top, allegedly encouraging Kyle and Erika to handle Dorit and protect the franchise at all costs. The same man who built the entire Real Housewives empire was now reportedly involved in a calculated plan to destroy one of his own stars. And today, babies, all those years of hidden betrayal have finally exploded in the most explosive way possible inside that Los Angeles courtroom. The tension inside that packed Los Angeles courtroom was suffocating. The air felt heavy, like everyone knew something massive was about to explode. Kyle Richards and Erika Jayne stood up looking completely broken and exhausted. Their eyes were red from crying. Kyle's voice cracked as she tried to speak. "Dorit, We let jealousy destroy our sisterhood. We were wrong. Please forgive us." Erica, barely holding herself together with shaking hands, added desperately, "That night at your home was the biggest mistake of our lives. We'll do anything to make this right." For a few terrifying seconds, the entire room went deathly silent. Some people actually thought Dorit might show mercy. But then Dorit's lawyer stood up with ice-cold confidence and delivered words that hit like thunder. Dorit completely rejects their apology. Words mean nothing after they broke into her home, physically attacked her, and tried to silence her forever. This was premeditated violence. Kyle collapsed into heavy sobs, covering her face in shame. Erica looked devastated, furious, and broken all at once. The gallery erupted in shocked whispers. But that was only the beginning. Right as the judge was about to respond, Dorit's legal team dropped the first nuclear bomb of the day. They announced they had explosive new evidence. The courtroom lights seemed to dim as they presented documents one by one. First came the bank transfer records, millions of dollars wired directly from Bravo accounts into Kyle and Erica's private accounts, labeled as special bonuses. Then they showed the contracts, clear agreements where Kyle and Erica were allegedly hired to manage and neutralize Dorit's position on the show. But the real killer was the private emails and voice recordings from Andy Cohen himself. In one leaked email, he allegedly wrote, "Pay them whatever they want. Just make sure Dorit is removed permanently. The franchise comes first." Gasps echoed throughout the courtroom. Kyle's head snapped up in pure panic. Erica looked like she had been punched in the stomach. Andy Cohen's legal team turned pale. The judge leaned forward, his face hardening with disbelief. Dorit sat tall and calm in her seat. No smile, no gloating, just quiet, icy power. Her eyes showed years of pain finally turning into cold revenge. Insiders say this wasn't just a personal feud between housewives anymore. This was proof that the brutal attack on Dorit's home may have been part of a paid plan ordered from the very top of Bravo. The judge immediately called for order as the gallery exploded in chaos. He warned both sides that this new evidence showed clear intent and possible conspiracy charges. In that moment, everything changed. Kyle and Erica, who came to beg for forgiveness, were now exposed as allegedly paid players in a dirty game. Andy Cohen, the untouchable king of reality TV, was suddenly dragged into the fire. But babies, here comes the first massive twist that left everyone speechless. Dorit's team then played a voice recording from just 3 days before the violent home invasion. In the chilling audio, Andy Cohen's voice is heard clearly telling someone, if she refuses to leave quietly, do whatever is necessary. We cannot let one woman destroy what we've built. The implication was terrifying. This wasn't just about jealousy. This was allegedly a calculated corporate takedown. The judge slammed his gavel and immediately increased the damages from $30 million to a staggering $45 million. He ordered strict ankle monitors, complete no-contact rules, and warned that criminal conspiracy charges could now be filed not just against Kyle and Erica, but possibly against Andy Cohen and other high-level Bravo executives. The entire Bravo empire was officially shaking. Security began escorting a sobbing Kyle and furious Erica out of the courtroom while Dorit remained seated, calm and powerful. But just when everyone thought the chaos couldn't get any worse, Dorit's lawyers revealed something even more shocking. The payments to Kyle and Erica weren't just bonuses. They were performance-based. The full amount would only be transferred after Dorit was successfully removed from the show. And according to insider sources, part of the money had already been paid just 48 hours after the home invasion. This revelation turned the whole narrative upside down. It wasn't a personal attack between friends. It was allegedly a business hit job ordered from the top to protect the franchise's image and ratings. The judge looked visibly troubled. He announced an urgent follow-up hearing in just 48 hours and demanded that all unedited recordings and financial records be presented in open court. As the courtroom descended into total chaos, one question burned in everyone's mind. What else is Dorit hiding? Because if this was just the first piece of evidence, the final tape she still holds could destroy everything. Within minutes of the hearing ending, the story detonated across the internet like a nuclear bomb. Clips of Kyle's uncontrollable sobbing, Erica's devastated face, and Andy Cohen's alleged voice on the secret recording spread like wildfire. Twitter exploded. The hashtags #Andy Cohen exposed, #Dorit Final Revenge, and #Bravo Corruption shot to #1 worldwide, crossing over 25 million posts in less than 6 hours. TikTok was flooded with millions of reaction videos. Creators made side-by-side comparisons of the old glamorous sisterhood clips versus today's brutal courtroom breakdown. The videos crossed 70 million views overnight. Slow-motion edits of Kyle crying and Erica's shocked expression went mega viral. Fans were brutally divided. One side was fully Team Dorit, calling her a legend for finally exposing the toxic system. Comments flooded in saying Dorit ate them alive and justice at last. On the other side, some fans defended Kyle and Erica, claiming they were forced by production, and their apology looked genuine. But the real earthquake was happening inside Bravo headquarters. Insiders claim Andy Cohen is now in complete panic mode, holding back-to-back emergency meetings while major sponsors have already started pulling their advertising. One big brand reportedly told executives, "This has gone from juicy drama to a complete moral and legal nightmare." Sources close to Andy say he has gone completely radio silent, no statements, no social media, nothing. People near him claim he is both furious and terrified about how far Dorit is willing to go to burn everything down. And just when the world thought the scandal couldn't get any bigger, Dorit's legal team dropped the most shocking reveal of the day. They submitted additional documents proving that the alleged plot wasn't limited to just Kyle and Erica. Multiple high-level Bravo executives were reportedly involved in the discussions, with messages showing they were actively monitoring Dorit's every move and planning how to neutralize her before she could release her tapes. This new revelation changed everything. It wasn't just a personal betrayal anymore. This was allegedly a full corporate conspiracy at the highest level of the network. The judge, visibly furious, has now demanded even more evidence for the emergency hearing. And according to insiders, Dorit still has hours of never-before-heard recordings ready to drop. Recordings so personal and damaging they could bring down not just Andy Cohen, but multiple powerful figures at Bravo. Babies, this war has officially gone nuclear, and the scariest part is, we still haven't heard the final tape yet. The fallout from that courtroom explosion has been nothing short of nuclear, babies. The entire internet has lost its mind. Clips of Dorit's ice-cold power, Kyle's uncontrollable sobbing, Erica's devastated face, and Andy Cohen's alleged voice on the damning tape have gone mega-viral across every platform. Twitter is completely on fire. The hashtags #Andy Cohen exposed, #Dorit destroys Bravo, and #RHOBH finale are trending #1 worldwide with over 32 million posts in less than 24 hours. Fans are brutally split. Team Dorit is celebrating hard, calling her a queen and a legend for finally burning down the toxic system. Comments are flooding in like, Dorit ate them alive, justice served, and the underdog finally won. On the other side, some supporters are defending Kyle and Erica, saying they were used and manipulated by production. A viral Reddit thread with over 200,000 upvotes reads, Andy Cohen paying millions to destroy Dorit? This is the biggest scandal in Bravo history. No one is safe anymore. Other housewives are in total shock. Garcelle Beauvais reportedly sent frantic messages to friends saying, "This is heartbreaking." The whole cast is scared. Sutton Strake was seen looking emotional while watching the footage, and Lisa Rinna quickly deleted several old posts that now look extremely suspicious. Even Teddy Mellencamp liked multiple posts supporting Dorit's strong stance. Inside Bravo headquarters, the mood is pure panic. Executives are holding emergency meetings around the clock. Major sponsors have already started pulling their advertising, with one major brand calling the scandal toxic and career-ending. Insiders claim the financial pressure is becoming unbearable and could lead to massive changes across the entire Real Housewives franchise. Sources close to Andy Cohen say he has completely disappeared from public view. No statements, no interviews, nothing. People near him describe him as both furious and deeply worried about how far Dorit is willing to go. One high-level executive reportedly told insiders, if Dorit releases everything she has, this could be the end of Real Housewives as we know it. This is no longer just celebrity gossip, babies. This has become a franchise-threatening crisis that could destroy careers, reputations, and an entire empire overnight. The world is demanding answers, and the pressure keeps growing every single hour. But even with all this chaos, the most terrifying part is still coming. But just when everyone thought the chaos couldn't get any worse, Dorit's legal team dropped one final, jaw-dropping bombshell that has left the entire courtroom speechless and the Bravo empire on the absolute edge of total collapse. During a private session with the judge, they submitted a never-before-heard recording made just hours before the violent home invasion at Dorit's mansion. In this explosive audio, Andy Cohen's voice is crystal clear and terrifyingly direct as he allegedly tells a top Bravo executive, Dorit is becoming too dangerous. If she won't delete the tapes and walk away quietly, make sure she understands there are serious consequences. Handle her by any means necessary. The franchise must be protected at all costs. The judge listened to the full recording in dead silence. When it ended, the atmosphere in the room turned ice cold. Kyle completely broke down again, sobbing uncontrollably. Erica stared at the table in pure defeat, her face drained of all color. Even Andy Cohen's lawyers looked genuinely shaken by how damning the words were. This new evidence didn't just suggest involvement. It pointed to a coordinated, high-level plan to silence Dorit permanently. Dorit's team argued fiercely that the brutal home invasion was never just personal rage. It was allegedly a calculated move ordered from the very top to destroy her life and reputation. The judge, visibly troubled and furious, announced that he is now considering criminal referrals that could go straight to Andy Cohen and other senior Bravo executives. He scheduled an emergency final hearing in just 36 hours and demanded that every single recording and financial document be presented in open court. Before leaving the courtroom, Dorit's lead lawyer gave a short but powerful statement. Dorit has hundreds of hours of recordings. What you've heard today is only a small portion. If justice is not served, everything will be released, no matter who it destroys. That single line sent shockwaves through the entire industry. Insiders are now claiming Dorit has secret recordings involving not just Andy Cohen, but other major names at Bravo and even some big network executives. Some of these tapes are said to be so personal and damaging they could end careers instantly. As Dorit walked out of the courtroom with her head held high, she didn't say a single word to the cameras, but her calm, powerful presence said everything. The message was clear. She is ready to burn it all down if she has to. Babies, this war is far from over. In fact, it's about to get darker, uglier, and more explosive than anything we've ever seen. The tapes are still coming. The truth is still unfolding. And the next 36 hours could completely destroy everything we thought we knew about Bravo. Oh my God, babies. Can you even process what just happened in that courtroom? Dorit didn't just expose Kyle and Erica, she exposed the entire rotten system running Bravo. The payments, the contracts, the direct orders from Andy Cohen. Everything is crumbling right in front of our eyes. Now I need to hear from all of you right now because this drama is too big to stay quiet about. Drop your thoughts in the comments, I read every single one. Do you think Dorit was right to go this hard and expose everything? Was Kyle and Erica's apology fake, or were they really just following orders from the top? Should Andy Cohen be forced to resign after these revelations? Do you believe the entire Real Housewives of Beverly Hills should be canceled after this massive scandal? Type Team Dorit if you're standing with her till the end and want full justice. Type Team Kyle and Erica if you feel they've been used and destroyed enough. Type Team Truth if you just want every single secret tape to come out no matter who it destroys. The more heated and savage your comments, the faster this story spreads. Tell me, who do you believe and who do you think is finished? If this video shocked you and left your mouth open, smash that like button right now. Smash it even harder if you want to see the full $45 million paid and real consequences for everyone involved. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and join the family so you don't miss what happens next. Part 3 is going to be even more intense. We're diving deep into the final hearing, more secret recordings, and possibly the official end of an entire franchise. This drama is far from over. The tapes are still dropping. The truth is still coming. And the next 36 hours might change everything. So tell me, babies, are you ready for what's coming? I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned because things are about to get even crazier.